Hey everybody, I just want to ask you a question and tell me if you deal with this too. Do you ever feel like, why is it that there are so many people that can share stuff online and they seem to be able to, like, all they gotta do is post that they're giving something away or that they're selling something, and it seems like everybody just goes and buys. But when you do it, when you post on your Facebook or your Instagram or your Twitter or whatever, it's like crickets. And then you also kind of feel like, oh my gosh, I don't understand. I'm sharing value every day. I'm giving tips. I'm telling people about, I'll even give things away, but nobody wants to seem to want to buy or even be influenced by you. And you start to wonder, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not pretty enough. Maybe I'm not creative enough. And then if you're not creative enough, then you think, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? Spend hours and hours putting together like really fancy images? You know what I mean? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to like record videos or put up episodes of my show every single day at the same time so that the world will know how to get a hold of my content and buy my things? Ultimately, this concept of influencing other people, you have to realize that the truth is that nobody cares. When you realize nobody cares, freedom, my friends, freedom to actually help and make a difference in the world comes. And let me explain how I learned this. This is a very vulnerable thing, so I'm being honest here. It's probably why I wanted to come out here and being among the mountains to look at abundance, right? Here's the truth. So about a week or so ago, I did a training online, right? And it was a couple hours long and it was amazing. And I had 550 people register and it went beautifully. But a very powerful influencer friend of mine called me and we had a long discussion because one of the people that she influences came to my webinar, went back to her and told him, I don't like this guy. This guy is not right for me. He literally told her that he's looking for someone to show him how to use strengths. And he said to her, this guy, he's not the guy to follow. Somebody actually told a very powerful influencer friend of mine that I am not the person to follow when it comes to strengths. That's what he said. This is a big deal for me, right? You know, my number 4 strength is woo. That's what I do. I win people over. Not this guy. He was offended by some of the things I said. And he had nothing but bad things to say about me to this influencer friend of mine, which I'll be honest with you, man, it broke my freaking heart. It upset me. I mean, to come to my training and go to their friends and say, I'm not the right person. No way. That can't be right. But then I went back. I had a very good conversation with this friend of mine. And she laid it down for me. She told me the truth. She said, Eddie, you dropped names during your webinar. You had no reason to drop. You didn't have to say that there are other powerful people following you. Nobody cares. She was right. I totally dipped into my bottom strengths. And I forgot, right? I forgot to do one thing for this total stranger who'd never even seen me before. I blew it. I dropped the ball. Because I forgot this one thing, that nobody cares. Nobody cares about how much money you make. If I told him that I made 6 figures, he wouldn't care. If I told him these powerful, influential people follow me, he doesn't care. If I told him how many people I've helped with strengths, he doesn't care. What he cares about was what I totally forgot to share, which was how I paid the price to earn the knowledge that I was trying to teach. By letting him know that I had failed many times in my life, by letting him know that I, in many ways, was a failure. But I learned some powerful lessons that I could share with him. The bottom line is that people don't care about the value you can bring. What they care about is whether or not you feel their pain. You know, right? You know what it feels like. You know what it feels like to go through what they went through. Even if you didn't go through it exactly, that you can empathize with their pain. What people care about is that you suffered, that you paid the price to earn the knowledge that you're sharing. That's what your videos and posts and pictures and Instagrams and tweets should be all about, is how you suffered and what you learned through that suffering. When you do that, you become an influencer. What I'm going to ask you to do, just give you a quick little tip, and then I'll share a video in a moment that shows you how I help people do this authentically with their strengths. The one tip I will share with you is there's something that you're trying to sell online, something you're trying to teach other people to buy. What I want you to think about is, what are the problems that that thing that you're selling solves? But more importantly, what problems did it solve for you? And then you tell people and you show them, you tell them the story about how you went through that and how you earned the knowledge that you're trying to share with them. And then you offer them a tip and say, hey, follow me, go to this thing, take my free offer, buy this thing, whatever. Let them know that it means something to you when you help them, because it's like helping you all over again. So what I want to do is, want you to think about this, is do this in a way that is fully authentic to who you are, with a desire to connect with people, or with a desire to move people forward, or with a desire to make sure things are done the right way, or with a desire for you to think and learn and create. So that means you do this in your infinitely unique strengths. So watch the rest of this video. I'm going to show you how I break down strengths to help you and other people understand how to do this in a way that is authentic to who you are. So watch that video. In the meantime, go to my website, eddiepvia.com, get my audiobook, or just take my 7-day strengths challenge, whatever you can, to find out how to do what I just talked about in a way that is authentic to who you are, consistently, every day. And then now watch the video and you can see me break down strengths, so you can see how awesome it is once you know who you are. All right, enjoy that video. We'll see you on the next one. Go into this right here. Number 1, focus. Number 2, ideation. You know, I find interesting how hard it is to write and talk at the same time. Let's move on. Okay, futuristic. 1, 2, 3, 4, belief. Okay. All right. So here's what's going on with this person. This person's, there's some stubbornness here, but we'll get to, I'll help you understand what I mean by that. Individualization. Oh, darn it. My pencil just got goofy. Go back. Individualization. All right. Number 6. Let's see, individualization, strategic. Okay, self-assurance, number 7. This is one that's interesting. You have to write out the whole word. You can't shorten this one. It actually describes the strength very well. Communication. Number 9. What is number 9? Oh, learner. Here it is. Learner. Learner. 10, activator. Okay. This bottom strengths on this one, includer. 31 is analytical. Oops. Analytical. Okay. Context. 33, consistency. Look at this one, very different than the last person. Deliberative. Okay. Okay, deliberative. Yeah, I spelled that right. Okay, so this person is very different than the person we saw last. And so I'm going to break this down really in a simple way so you all can see what I see. So we've got focus is an executing strength. Belief is an executing strength. Is that it? Oh, that's fascinating. That's it. Okay, so no more other strategic. Let's go on the strategic thinking. We got ideation, futuristic, strategic, learner. Oh boy, look at that. There's those 4 influencing strengths. I want you to see how this works. This is actually quite interesting. So individualization, is that the only one? Yep. All right, and then we've got these 3 yellows. Influencing, influencing, influencing. All right, so this person here has 4 strategic thinking strengths and 3 influencing strengths. All right, so this is it. 4 and 3. Now I want to do this person on a general style. Oops. More general, more of a general outlook, and then understand why this person's bottom strengths are where they are. So we're going to put that like that. Okay, so let's talk about this person real quick. So this person here loves to be in their head. All right. Now this person is really cares about people, but totally different than the last person. This person is a big time thinker. They love to be in their head. They're constantly inspired by visuals, ideas, and then they put together strategies and gather information to improve who they are from the inside out. All right, that's this person, like big time head work. But the reason why they're spending so much time in their head is because they want to move people forward. So if I were this person and I were to create my strength statement, I would say this: I love to do everything. I actually don't know if this is a woman or a male. I didn't even look. So if I were this person, I would say, I love to do everything in a way that honors my desire to think, create, learn, and move people forward. I gather information, I get visuals, I get ideas, I get thoughts, I improve who I am from the inside out in order to speak my truth to other people, because I believe in myself to get people moving every time I have an idea. So yes, with this person's activator strengths, they're very impulsive and very impatient too. But just like I said before, if you're constantly thinking about what other people are doing or not doing, this can be a problem. And so what someone I can guarantee this person does is they get very excited and then they dump all their excitement on people without asking those people if they're interested in that excitement and if they're interested in that. A person like this can really see in their head specifically where a person is and where a person can go and how a person can get there. And most importantly, how they can help by sharing all their knowledge, right? Oh my gosh, I just realized something. This person has massive core values and core beliefs that about limiting beliefs or stories or fears. Okay, so this person right here is somebody that I think should be on stage motivating people. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if this person does this or not, but if the person that sent me the strengths report is watching this, you need to be on stage. Yeah, you need to be on stage, but here's what you really need to be doing, and you probably won't do this, or no, you will, but I can tell that this might be something you'd be worried about. It's likely you'll be worried about. You need to be on stage. This person needs to be on stage talking about how their past is of no value to them. They have context low. That means the past is not of value. So what I would have this person do, now one of two things, this could mean one of two things. Either the past is very painful and there have been possibly some trauma, it's possible, or the past is just not valuable and this person's very clear why. I think it's more of the other one. I think it's more of the trauma or pain. It's possible. I think that's more likely. And so what I would tell this person is to go on stage and tell people your story, and tell people what you learned, right? That helped you move yourself forward with the intention to help other people move forward. Yeah, this person needs to be on stage. So if you're not already on some sort of stage, then, Facebook Lives, whatever you can do to get on a stage and teach. Okay. I'm not going to say any more on this one. This person needs to be talking, and their own style, their own way, they're going to make an impact on the world. The one thing I'm going to look at, this person told me what they're working on. Look at this. So this person told me that they're building a business as a life coach. So I just looked at so I asked this person, what is it that you want to apply your strengths to right now? And this person said, I want to build a business as a life coach. See what I mean? I didn't even know that until I read the strengths. Once I read the strengths, I knew that this person needs to be motivating other people, needs to be teaching people, needs to be helping people, because this person came from some bad places. And I said, what is it that worries you the most with applying your strengths? And this person answered that I'm not applying them correctly to be the best that I can be. And what this person is really saying is to be the best I can be for other people. Okay, so there you go. And this person's got, and I love this person's stubbornness. This person's stubbornness is going to be very effective as a coach. You really have to be stubborn. You have the level of competition or stubbornness it helps a lot when you're a coach, because what you're doing is you're fighting with other people's stories and beliefs in their heads that are holding them back. And, but having belief as a coach is very helpful. Okay, cool stuff. Yes. Anybody share real quick some value you got from that? I want to hear what your thoughts are and what you learned from that one.